Today, we're talking about, are you okay with not having a problem? And the reason why this is so important is because if you're trying to solve problems, but you're not okay without having a problem, your brain's not going to want to solve them. And it's going to make it so much harder. And it's going to try to distract you, make it be longer, and just kind of spin you around in a little circle. And so, the first thing I want you to think about is what happens when you sit there and you're like, I don't have a problem. I don't have anything to solve. I don't have anything to like fix. What does your brain do? Because chances are it might come up with this kind of worry. It's going to start worrying about stuff. It might come up with things that you need to fix, things that are wrong, things in your past, things in your future, things that are wrong right now. Like it really might just start to try to come up with these problems for you to solve because you might be just used to having a problem and solving it. And so, what we want to do is just kind of create this space where we don't have a problem to solve. And you can even do this, even if you're like, no, really, I do have a problem, but can we just kind of give you a little break from that problem? And so it's just creating a space in your brain where your brain's like, hey, problems. And you're like, actually, we're just not going to be thinking about that right now. I kind of like to imagine I'm just like taking my problem and I'm just like setting it aside. And I'm just giving myself just like a few minutes. This could be simple as like 5 minutes of like, oh, I'm just going to experience what it feels like to not have a problem. And again, your brain's probably going to come back and be like, hey, we have a problem. We need to solve it. It's really important. Or it might just come up with some stuff that's not important. But we want to just kind of sit there and allow it to be there, allow your brain just kind of come with its problems. But just remembering, like, we're just going to take these few minutes, just going to imagine putting our problem in a little box and putting it to the side. We're just going to breathe. And we're just going to allow ourselves to sit without a problem for a little while. And then we can keep practicing that over and over to expand that time. Because again, if our brain gets used to having problems, having worries, having issues, it's going to want to keep creating those. It's going to want to keep making them up. It's going to want to just make sure that you have one. And the more you can create the space and show your brain, like, it's okay for me to not have a problem right now, that helps you problem solve better because your brain's almost not working against you as hard. Because if it needs you to have a problem, it really doesn't want you to solve a problem. So this can kind of allow you to build up the space where it's safe to not have a problem. So it makes it easier to solve problems. And if you're interested in joining my 12-week one-on-one coaching program, then go to successbykayla.com to sign up for your free consult call. On that call, we're going to be talking about what my program looks like, how it could help you, and if it's a great fit.